When the 2023 College Football Hall of Fame class is inducted later this year, Eric Berry will be the 26th Tennessee Volunteer placed in the Hall. Stick around to the end of the video for a little trivia on that number. Berry was always a fan favorite, inspiring chants, music videos, and a grassroots Heisman campaign. Indelible images of Berry knocking out Knowshon Moreno and taking on Tim Tebow head-to-head will never be forgotten by the living fan. But besides being a bright spot on some Tennessee teams that struggled to find consistency, just how good was Eric Berry? You probably already know Eric Berry was a legacy player at UT, so you might think this story starts with his father, James Berry, who played running back for Johnny Majors in the 1980s. But I'm going to take you back even further, to Johnny's brother Bobby Majors, an All-American safety who set a Tennessee record with 177 interception return yards in 1970. A pretty incredible feat considering how little the ball was thrown in 1970 compared to today's game. Majors' record remained on the hill despite Tennessee fielding All-American defensive backs like Eddie Brown, Roland James, Chris White, Dale Carter, and Deion Grant. In fact, Majors' record stood for 37 years until Eric Berry shattered it with 209 interception return yards his freshman year and then broke that record again his sophomore season with 265 interception return yards, which still stands as both SEC and NCAA single-season records. On top of that, Eric Berry leads the SEC and is second nationally in career interception return yards with 481. But here's the "are you kidding me" part of that stat. Berry effectively compiled those yards in just 2 years. His role in Tennessee's defense changed in 2009 to more of a box safety, coming forward almost exclusively in run support and registering just 2 picks for 7 yards. But even when Berry was asked to come forward and stop the run, he excelled in that too. Berry averaged over 80 total tackles each season, with around 6 tackles for loss playing from the safety position, twice finishing in the top 10 among SEC tacklers. Eric Berry had a nose for the ball that transcends any of these stats. Seriously, if you haven't ever, or you haven't in several years, go track down some Eric Berry game footage and see for yourself how he was often the best player on the field for either team. In the history of college football, only 364 players have ever been unanimous All-American selections. 13 Vols have the honor. Of those, just 29 players have ever been a unanimous All-American selection more than 1 year in their career. No Tennessee Volunteer has ever achieved that lofty status, except Eric Berry. Reggie White didn't do it, Peyton Manning didn't do it, just Eric Berry. So how good was Eric Berry? Well, he might just be the best to ever run through the T in Neyland Stadium. And that's not hyperbole. When you combine the stats, the status, and the fact that Berry didn't play on great teams but still accomplished all he did as a Vol, if he's not the greatest, he's in the conversation. By the way, 26 College Football Hall of Fame inductees for Tennessee is good for 4th most nationally and more than any other SEC team, ahead of Alabama's 22 and more than Georgia with 14 and Florida with 9 combined. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Follow Corn From A Jar on your favorite social media and visit cornfromajar.com for more reviews, previews, nostalgia, and analysis. Thanks for watching, and go Vols.